and welcome to the first Call of the Wild tutorial stream. So if you're able to join us, great. Glad to have you here. We're just trying to pull up a few things here before we go. And we will see how we can get things running here. Just trying to make sure we can have some chat up so I can see where you guys are. And we will carry on with that. Hope everybody's doing well today. Let's see what we can see here. All right. So we're just out here on the Yukon today, and we are just trying to rediscover the map ever since it's been kind of revamped, or since they did a population reset. So we're just trying to fill in the map a little bit. So welcome to the stream. And we shot a couple 190s up here. I think we're almost at the end of drink time for these guys, so I don't think I've ever hunted in and around this lake before, so I still got one here to pick up, one over here. I've been streaming a little bit on Twitch, but I haven't streamed here on YouTube yet, so got a silver here. This was a 4 easy. He was my second shot, but hey, worked out good. So I'm streaming on PS5. But by all means, if you have any questions you want to ask about the game, then I'd be happy to answer them for you. I know I haven't put out a video in some while, but I'd like to make some new content. I figured I'd stream, try streaming live a little bit, see how that goes. Oh, there's a nice one right there. And I'd like to stream live a little bit. Oh, did I just delete that need zone? I might have. Yeah. I had a need zone here, so I don't understand. 2 there. This was my second one I shot there, maybe? Or maybe I don't have that need zone yet. So we'll pick it up here when we pick up this guy. over. Or maybe they're just on the outer fringe of this need zone here. Yeah, right. There we go. So what I'm trying to do when I'm kind of do herd management when I'm hunting, I'll try to take out all the max weight. So max weight on caribou is 190. So we kind of want to clear out all of those guys there. We're not going to get a chance to shoot them. Oh, there's a nice big 4AZ. Before we take the shot, there's one in the trees here too, I thought. Just make sure we're not going to spook anybody else here on the shore. Now, we should be fine. This shouldn't delete the need zone, I don't think. If we shoot this guy here. There we go. Now he's done. So contrary to popular belief, some people think that you do not have to connect your harvests to have them respawn, but you do. So once again, we're just looking for the... Oh. Did we just pass by a zone here? I don't know. I don't think so. All right. Let's keep this a-moving, shall we? We have one here we shot earlier. This is a bit of a long-distance shot. Oh. I don't know if I've ever had... Oh, that's why it's a hide thing. Double lunged him and a spine. So there you go. All right, I think we had another one there that I was able to grab. Let's go back across and catch this other fella here. It's a female, we're not going to worry about that. There we go, grabbed another need zone. We are going to walk right around, collecting the need zones that are here that I didn't get. Maybe we spook the animals. And then we're going to go to bison drinking time, so we're going to go look at some bison zones. Once again, I opened this map up when it first came out, played it quite a bit, but since the population reset, my map has been completely wiped out, so we're going to spend about another 50 minutes. We're going to have an hour-long stream today. So for one of the things we can talk about, for example, for new players is, setting up your perks and skills so that it will optimize your hunting. A lot of people often wonder, like, how do I get the diamonds, right? They want the biggest animals. And one of the easiest ways to kind of go diamond hunting is by checking tracks. So in order to check the tracks, you need to unlock certain perks and skills. So one of the things you have to do is when we get over here we want in Stalker, we want locate tracks. Level 1 reveals the animal's gender, level 2 reveals the group size in a need zone and the health, and level 3 reveals the approximate weight. So we want to get to track knowledge level 3. These two things are almost essential: locate tracks and track knowledge. In ambusher, spotting knowledge, you want all three there as well, because it reveals so much information about the animal you're talking about, right? If they're, how aware they are, the approximate health, and the trophy rating is going to help as well, especially when you're looking for diamonds. But this track knowledge, being able to talk about or to see the estimated size of an animal is huge, because you are wanting to go and look for the max weight, right? So animals that have the potential to be a diamond are going to be in that max weight level. So for example, here, if we go and we click on this track, that's 103 kgs max up there in the corner. That's not a max weight. However, 161 to 190 kg up there in the top corner, that is a max weight track. So that animal, it has the potential, it's in it within a certain range. We spotted that animal, it was 11.3, it was a level 3. And so we know that that wasn't going to be a diamond, even though it was a max weight. But when we shoot that max weight, it has a chance to come back as a level 4 or a level 5 in the respawn, because it was in that max weight category. So let's pick up this guy here. And here we can see he was a level 4. He was almost right at that max weight. He was, well, not really, he's 13 kg off, but here we can see his trophy breakdown. For a diamond, we need a 430. So he was 130 points off. Now those points are determined by the antler, by the rack, by the size. If we go over here to true score, right, the length of tine, circumference, width of palm, inner spread, number of points, those determine the score. And I do believe the weight comes into it a little bit as well, excuse me. So let's pick him up. So that's what we're really looking for when when you're looking for diamonds. You need to know the max weight of the animals that you have on your map. For example, here in the Yukon, when we're, say, hunting for bison, 1,200 kgs is max weight. If we're hunting for moose, 620 kg is max weight for moose. Caribou, 190 kg is max weight for caribou. So anything that kind of hits that range has the potential, that track, if you track that, it has a potential to be a diamond. Now, it's not always going to be a diamond. Um, like you saw, we had a level 4, so you need their top level to hit diamond status. So, but how do you know unless you hunt it down, right? So here we had this fella here. Once again, it's another max weight track. If we followed that, we don't know what's on the other end of that. So I think this guy was a level 3. We can tell by his rack he's not a big boy. But let's pick him up. He's a silver. We can see he was a 3 easy, but he was in that max weight class. So he was on the lower end of it. But that's okay. You know, we cleared him off our map. Now hopefully it responds as something a little bit bigger than what we had before. So we also have to be careful too, like while we want to clear off max weight animals, we don't want to create too much hunting pressure and delete our need zones. So sometimes in a situation like this where a herd is kind of running past, and if there's a max weight in that herd that I want to take out, I will use a bow because a bow only counts for a quarter of the hunting pressure. So we're just looking for any max weight guys. Because once again, we want them to obviously come back on the map, but we want them to be bigger. Not they are, but there's nobody in there, so let's keep going. Yeah, that's fine. So once again, we're already at the end of their drink time. Their drink time is from 4 in the morning to 8. So that's not a bad start. That was, you know, a hunting. Basically, I had 2 hours left of their drink time when I first came here, and we picked up all those need zones. So let's go down here, and we're going to look at some. We're going to try to get some bison zones and hunt some bison. We had some. We don't have any bison zones here, and I'm almost dead certain there are some. We got some bison zones there. I don't think we have any here, so let's go down to this big lake here and look for some bison. Now we don't want to get stuck kind of staring at the same scenery all the time. What I mean by that is hunt different locations. The more need zones you open up, the more your population kind of flows on your map. And the better your respawns get. The other thing is tracks. Tracks. I like making sure that I'm checking for as many tracks as I possibly can. Any need zone you want to come upon, always get it. But check the tracks around it. You never know. That track, you know, there's a female. But I'll grab that need zone anyways. I might already have it. I do. You just never know what you're going to see. So Almost forgot what we were hunting for. It's bison. I mean, it's hard sometimes. There's going to be times where you're out hunting and it's kind of like what it is right now. It's a bit of a bust. So in managing my bison, what I've been doing is I've been shooting like these, the ones that are the 9.7 or 987s. I've been taking them out as well. They're usually a gold, and I've been shooting them just for respawns. These guys are attentive. They might settle down or they might just leave. Now they've calmed down, you can see. So we're looking for the big guys is what we're looking for, right? So what do we got going on here? So if you kind of get a glimpse of an animal but can't really see it, you can. One of the tricks is you can, zoom back out and zoom in, and sometimes it'll help get you to spot that animal better. So we don't want the 2s. We're looking for the 3s, but we're looking for the bigger 3s. And I don't know where my bigger 3s are, but nope. So there's nothing here I really want to shoot. There was a couple of 3s like that right there. This is one guy I want to take out right there. So a little bit of a harder shot because we got to shoot over multiple animals. Let's just reload just in case. I think there was one more big 3. He just hasn't come back into the zone yet. So sometimes if you spook them a little bit, they move. Just wait a little bit. We're going to just aim a little high right here on the shoulder and thread that in there like that. We're going to leave that other fellow alone. I don't think we have anybody that's worth shooting over here. See, that's a 3, but look at his trophy scores down. And he's not like, I don't like really shooting anything. If I'm going for respawns, I don't really like shooting anything that's like I like shooting the step down from max weight is fine. But nothing really lower than that. Now, I mean, if you're first starting out and you're going for money, great. Shoot what you want. But I'm at the point in this game where money doesn't really mean anything. And so I'm just trying to make sure that I think this guy's the other. Nope. So hard to tell with bison. So here we go. Nice gold. That seems a little high from where we actually shot him. I wonder if Not that I've been having issues, but I've been finding that I've been hitting things a little bit too far back lately. And I don't know if it's just this 7mm. So let's go over here. We had a moose zone over here, so let's try to see if we can find some other stuff here. I think what I'd like to try to do here on the channel a little bit too is I've got some missions and some maps like Reventuli, New England, Emerald Coast to clear up. Maybe do some missions as well during a live stream. But want to take the opportunity to thank everybody for the positive feedback on my channel that I've gotten so far. Like I said, I know I haven't produced many new videos in a little while, but there has been some revamps, and so we're going to have to kind of change some of the content on there and update some of the videos so that they're more so that they're up to date. So much has changed with this game since it first came out. So if you want a treat, and maybe if you're new to the game, you haven't played since release, go find a disc version if you're on a console and unplug it. Unplug your console from the internet and put the game in, and you would be amazed at how much this game has actually changed. Just even with the base maps and how the scoring system works, and these guys have really come a long way. So maybe you heard that normally we get a map in June and then like December, so every 6 months. But they've pushed off the new map until next year. I'm going to assume probably January, February, maybe even a bit further. But we have a new DLC supposed to be coming out. We're having some technical issues today for the EW live stream. If you want to keep up to date with what's going on at the game, everything that's coming out, they stream on Twitch, YouTube, and it's usually every Tuesday. But the community manager is in Sweden at the moment, so they're going to be streaming from there. There we go. They're going to be streaming from there tomorrow. So, and they're going to be revealing the new dog that they have coming out, the retriever. Oops. I have to admit, this is probably not the funnest map to stream. Especially when I'm just kind of trying to collect need zones and stuff, right? It's not you're not constantly firing at things. That's what happens when you're trying to use your phone and drive at the same time. Just does not work out. But yeah, for updates and stuff, join their Discord. Check out their Discord and their live streams. Their live streams are very informative. Let's go up here. And You can keep up to date that way. So we're going to check out this group of 4 lakes. I'm kind of anxious, or like not anxious, but just waiting for moose drinking time to come along. I don't know if we'll get to it today. I can only stream for about another half an hour. So we're going to take that guy out there. But we're going to take that guy out there. Because, see, he's in that second, and hopefully that guy too. It's always good to kind of just check what you have before you start getting all shooty. You know, you wouldn't want to spook out a max weight or a diamond from your zone and then have to wait. So let's see. We're going to take him out. I don't think there's any other guys I want here. I want him. Yep, just him. Okay, now these guys are still calm, which is good. So we're going to try to take out him. I like it when they go aggressive and then they come towards you and they die, and then you don't have to walk so far to get them. Just makes life easier. All right, so we're just going to leave him on the ground. We're going to climb into this stand, and we're just going to, to reduce hunting pressure. So once again, if you haven't seen it, I have a video on hunting stands. These hunting stands are very, very inexpensive for what you get, considering a portable is 16,000 and you only pay like 2,100 to build one of these. It's a great investment. On some of the older maps, not as much because the maps have changed so much, but normally they're in good spots for hunting. So we're going to hit him, and then we're going to hit him. Oh no, we missed him. That was a bad shot. Let's correct this mistake. There we go. Oh man, if he wasn't going right over the ridge, we would do that. All right, so we got at least 2 down, or should have 2 down. So now one of the things I wish they would change is, you'll notice when you have your perks and skills, or your skills where you can see how many are in that zone. I wish they'd put it on the map so that if I went over to here and I said, oh, there's a need zone here, and then it showed, hey, you got 6, that are drinking there. I also wouldn't mind seeing like little markers we can put in, customized markers. Like I said, you got to do a lot of memory work in this game sometimes. And you're like, where did I see that max weight, or where did I see that potential diamond? So if you could kind of drop a pin where, you know, when you find that max weight, or, you know, maybe you spooked a level 5, but you know where his need zone is. Hey, I can drop a pin there and go back there again. That would be kind of cool. I don't have a shotgun with me. Let's just look at these guys here quick, see if there's anything. Okay, so see, when you can't spot them, it's because they're in, they're almost like NPCs. You got to break them out of that formation before they'll kind of come down. That's why we can't spot them. All right, what are we seeing here? I am looking for the blood trail of that other one we shot. That's what I'm looking for. It's got to be over here somewhere. So this is where, this is where I love having a dog. Let's take our dog out here. And I want this guy to be up here. Dogs, why do I have 4? Because my wife wanted me to have the Bloodhound gang. So we didn't want to call a dog Uniform, so we called it Unicorn. So we have Foxtrot, Uniform, Charlie, Kilo. Also known as the Bloodhound gang. Totally my wife's doing. So let's go over here and let's see if he can find any blood. He should be able to. There he goes. So this is good because we're just going to go down to this lake anyways and hit up the plains bison there. Sometimes having the dog's just nice because you can just find that track you're looking for. You're getting frustrated. Just whip the dog out. What? Well, I'm over here, dude. It's like he gets stuck. Oh, that's odd. I get too far ahead of you. There you go. The dogs don't do well, I find, in this kind of environment. Like when you get up into the mountains and stuff, they kind of get hung up quite a bit. So, just as a caution, for maps like this where there's like a lot of, it seems there's like a lot of stones and stuff. You guys just can't seem to get it together. what do we got here? That guy there. Don't care about him. Perfect, dude. Thank you. Alright. So I want to take him out, but I don't really want to alert any of the other... Do I want him? No, I do not want him. I want that guy, though. Let's try a bow shot. So your dog will spook animals in a certain radius. So you kind of got to watch what your dog's up to, what he's doing, and then remember to, have him settle down so that he doesn't spook the animals you're after. Okay, we have the right arrows. We're good. Bison are kind of stupid too. If you want money quickly, bison is kind of your way to go. Is he mad at me? Yeah, he's mad at me, but he's dead. So we got some bison drinking over there. I just don't know if we have any I want. This bison's good money. They're slow. And you can actually chase them down. Oof. 600 grains are just like spears. Just go through everything. See, there's nothing there that I see that I'd really want to shoot, so... But what about over here? Now over there we have some stuff. Oh. Like, see, that guy looks like he should be massive. So there's nothing here I want to shoot for a respawn. So we're just going to leave this herd alone, because if I leave it alone... Come on, camera. So if I leave it alone, nothing else will respawn in that herd. Just whatever's there is there. Oh, we got wolves there. So there's 2 bison I want to take out of this herd. This guy and this guy. Now, unfortunately, the wolves are putting a monkey wrench into my plans. As you can see, they're causing the herd to spook. So it's kind of interesting to watch sometimes the animal interactions. Okay, this is the guy we want right there. And right there, that's him. Where's the other one? Now they're not fearing the thing anymore. The wolves. Okay, he's down there. Let's go pick him up. Gonna pick him up, and then we're gonna move on to this lake over here. I think what we're going to do is let's put our dog away. Oh. Having a brain thing going on here. Goodbye, Kilo. So it's always good to pick up a tent, especially when you're exploring a map. Having a tent with you is fantastic. I used to run the setup with pack mule in it because it gave you a little bit of extra space. It was like having a small backpack on you without having to have a backpack. But after a while, I just want to run the disturbed vegetation because I'm hunting for rares and whatnot on these maps now, more than I need the extra weight or extra equipment, especially with the 7mm going from where it is, like the 3 to 9. You don't really need much more than that on most of these maps. Ugh. Like, wolves are supposed to be the selling feature on this, and one of the problems I have with it is they're not very aggressive, as I'd like to see them. I'd like to see them a little bit more aggressive than what they are. Let's just shoot one for fun. Yeah, I didn't know that, Andrew. I don't know. Would you like to see them more aggressive, or would you rather see them toned down a little bit? Like, I'd really like to see. I think I'd really like to see them put like a slider or something on here because I don't find the animals are aggressive enough. Bison are actually really tenacious in real life, and yet in this game they'll snort at you and then they'll run away. Yeah, yeah. See, that's and I found that too sometimes. But see, personally, for me, I'd rather have it turned up. If I'm in something's territory, I want it to let me know that I shouldn't be there. And unfortunately, that's just not the way it goes. Like I said, it'd be nice to have a slider. I mean, it'd be nice to have a lot of things in the game. What's something you'd like to see added, Andrew? Well, didn't I just step in it? See, like I didn't see that guy, so I kind of wish he would have just. Kind of wish he would have just come after me, you know. Yeah, winter map would be nice. What region were you thinking? Oh, we gotta take that 4 easy out. Yeah, actually, I was thinking the same thing. To see a backfill of the Yukon. I think elk would be a good addition to this map. There's another. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Another thing I was thinking of, what would you think of, for example, um, grizzly bear on SRP and Leighton Lakes? Like right now, grizzlies are only on this map, and that makes zero sense because they are in the Pacific Northwest, and they do have grizzlies down in Colorado. So, I mean, why wouldn't you? I think it would be just a small thing, but it would be a great add-on. Now, I will say, one of the things I actually don't mind that the map is being pushed back a little bit. What do we got here? Boom, boom, boom. I don't mind that the map date is being pushed back a little bit. Um, I don't mind the small DLCs because, like, let's be clear, they're running a business and they got to pay their employees. I think the game's kind of gotten to a point where quality of life fixes, to me, almost are more important. Now, I have over 2,000 hours in the game, so, there's certain things, especially playing on console, that just absolutely stink. Like, for example, if we go over here to our codex and I go over to, for example, my history, I can't scroll. I mean, unless you know how, I can't get over here to scroll down my species list and see what my top ones are. Like, how come I can't do that? On PC you can, but here on console, no matter what buttons I push, I can't get over to my, you know, that area where I can scroll down. Why not? It's a little bit. It drives me crazy. I can't click on it in order to select it. Like it'll show. Like it shows that you can rebind your keys. Now I play with a DualSense Edge controller because I'm playing on PS5, so I don't really need to rebind them. I can do that all with the controller, but you can't rebind your keys here on console. I wouldn't necessarily say the game is drying up. I will say that um, because of the age of the game, I think there's things they want to do but can't. Like the anglers kind of got me pumped a little bit because I think with that new game engine and they got boats. Imagine being able to set a canoe out onto this lake and paddle out and shoot from the canoe, which you know in a lot of places you can legally. I think that would be cool, but they can't implement it in an older game. So you know I've been on the streams before and I've said that. And I think that I honestly think if there's probably a new game in the works that uses the newer game engine where they'll be able to have they'll listen to the community, right? They'll have cross play right away. They'll have all of those things the community wants so bad. And I think a new game will be 100 times better. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, but once again, remember, game's going to be, what, 7 years old? Hunter Classic's going on 13, I think, and it's still going. Like, they're still supporting it. So I kind of like that. I kind of like the idea of them supporting the game for a long time. I think they just have to move into a new transition of let's fix what we got. Yeah, so Ultimate Hunting, I haven't seen. I'm on the Discord for that. I haven't seen any like big updates yet for what's going on with that game. I keep checking in with Discord. They don't have a release date. Last I heard, they're looking for a publisher for the game. It's going to be incredible when it comes out. And once again, like this isn't modern warfare. It's a very unique genre of games, right? Let's go grab a thing here. But yeah, I'll definitely try Ultimate Hunting when it comes out. I actually really like Way of the Hunter. Um, probably will. I'll probably stream it on this channel a little bit, even though it's called Call of the Wild Tutorials. But I really like Way of the Hunter. I think it's a fantastic game. I just haven't played it too much, just because I was waiting for kind of after that year period. I wanted to see how long they were going to support it, what they were going to come out with, and they seem to be doing a good job. And they're a bit of a bigger company than EW. Yeah, yeah, it is a great map, isn't it, Michael? Thanks for joining. What do we got here? I think the thing I like about this map the most is the snow. I don't know what it is. I live in Canada, and this time of year right now, this happens so quickly where it's like green grass, and then all of a sudden there's like a cover of snow. Not heavy, but like a nice dusting. And I just always thought this was a cool feature about this map. Uh, Nothing really worth shooting here, is there? I thought I saw a 3 in the 900 range. 775. I don't know if that has anything to do your with your connections. I don't seem to have I switched to Starlink and I don't seem to have a problem with it anymore as much as I used to. But mind you, I usually play private sessions with my friends too, so I've been on servers before and I get kicked, but I just don't know if that's because it's me or whatnot. Please tell me this guy's going aggressive. Yeah. I like it when they run across the map. Anyways, I'm going to pick up this animal here, and I think I'm going to be done for today. I got to go to the dentist here, and I got to be there in like 40 minutes, and it's a 30-minute drive, so we'll just go and pick him up. So, just in general, what do you guys like seeing when you're watching streaming? Like, do you like watching somebody hunt your map? Do you like missions? Do you want to learn new tips and tricks? All right. Yeah, so I'm not into grinding. I never have. I've tried it once. Not gonna lie, tried it. It almost ruined this game for me. I like the natural hunt. I like finding those max weight tracks and then tracking them down and seeing where that hunt kind of goes naturally, right? That's kind of my thing. And so that's what I was just gonna kind of do when I'm streaming. I've been streaming on Twitch for a little bit, but I've had this channel going, and I just figured I haven't put out content in a while. I wanted to make sure I gave some content to the people that were subscribed. So, anyways, I think that's going to do it for a stream today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate it. I'm going to try to make this a regular thing, maybe once a week, maybe Thursdays, maybe Fridays. I'm going to try to stream a little bit later. I think that helps for some people, like around 3 o'clock or something like that, or 2. Problem is I got young kids, and when they get home, it's like next to impossible to do anything, so it's just too much noise. Anyways, so thank you guys for watching, and happy hunting.